Hi guys, I know maybe my pose looks a bit odd, but I had to improvise as we are in the park. And in my recent videos, I told you I'm gonna give you some suggestions, some tips regarding meditation, and I think it's the best place actually to talk about it. It's also a very, very warm, sunny, beautiful evening here in Braunschweig. So I will, yes, I haven't prepared myself for this video, but I will improvise a bit. So meditation. Meditation is really important if you want to get out of that hamster wheel that I recently mentioned. You know, if you want to get out of that illusion of your false self, of your mind, if you simply live in nowadays world when you know, we are so overwhelmed, there are so many duties, tasks, so many impulses, you know, bombarding us, and we do not have any time or an opportunity or skills just to relax, but really relax, like switch off. And there are there are thousands, maybe millions, probably millions of people who do meditate. Some of them, okay, there are also quite a few people who say they do meditate, but they don't really do it. Due to various reasons I will mention. However, meditation is really important. And there are also quite a few people who are scared of like the word and the whole, I don't want to say process, the basic notion of meditation. They you know, have like associations that it must be a kind of a religious practice, kind of you know, connected to one or two religions only and not open to the others. Basically the real meditation has nothing to do with religion. And you know, religion, most of, okay, religion in most cases, they have really nothing to do with spirituality or spiritualism, because even if most of them started as something really spiritual and something very positive and so on, putting spirituality into some kind of frames, rituals, you know, like making it formal, always leads to some negative outcomes. Yeah, so people do not understand what was really meant. They just, you know, mechanically do some rituals, repeat them. You know, they are told what to do, and they just like follow like sheep, without you know, connecting with their inner world, without connecting with the higher energy. They like just go say something, perform some rituals, and they think that, you know, it's been really done. As we know, also, okay, there are some weird sounds in the background. Most religions also, you know, it's that false identity I told you. People identify themselves as Christians, Jewish, Muslims, and so on and so forth, and they go to this idea that only our religion is right, only we are right, the other ones are wrong, we are the good ones, they are the bad ones. And as you know, we have always had some kind of religious wars not only some centuries ago, but it happens still. So religion is one of the first points where people actually find disagreements and you know, start fighting with each other or quarreling with each other. Some kid is, you know, ringing a bell by its bike, so kind of a confirmation from the universe regarding to what I'm saying. So yeah, almost in all cases religion and spirituality, they don't go together. I'm not saying that that every and each person who is religious and kind of identify themselves with any religion is a bad person, and you know, is a person who likes to quarrel or to fight. But unfortunately the vast majority, especially of those structures, formalized structures, look like that. But let's get back to our meditation. So meditation is just connecting with here and now, with your true self, no matter what kind of religious or national or any other background you have. So it's important. Okay, I know that there are quite a lot of videos, movies and so on showing people who are supposed to meditate and they perform some weird rituals, additional stuff, movements and so on, and I think it does not help anyone who really wants to meditate. Okay, a long introduction. So meditation is, you know, just calming down, switching off that popcorn in your head, the popcorn of thoughts, you know, this constant talking of your mind, you know, this race of thoughts that you have all the time. So most people would say that, you know, in order to meditate, you need to switch off your thoughts, switch off thinking completely. And you know that people who truly meditate and who can do it, they just like can switch off their mind and they go to this higher state, and that it's true meditation. And it's another problem because most of us we overthink. We have this race of thoughts constantly popping in our heads. There are some insects, sorry. And you know, first of all, it's unfortunately a typical thing for modern world, when we never have enough time, when we have too many duties, when we are bombarded by a lot of impulses, by media, by everything. And you know, most of us, if not all of us, suffer from this overthinking, suffer from this race of thoughts. But there are also people who are neurodivergent, and it concerns both autism and ADHD. I can speak for myself as a person who has ADHD. So people like us, we have even more thoughts per second. It never stops. It never stops. There is never, you know, this phase when your thoughts calm down. You have hundreds, thousands of thoughts per minute. You do one thing, and at the same time there are hundreds of other thoughts that constantly pop out and disturb and distract and so on. So if you are a neurotypical person who has this thing of overthinking, think that people who are neurodivergent, people who have ADHD, we have like you know, not twice as much even, you know, it's 100 times more and more intense and more intensive. So if you have such a gallopade, if you have such a race of thoughts, it is even more difficult to meditate. And therefore, when a lot of people hear that you need to switch off your thinking completely, you need to switch off your mind, and it's only through meditation, and if you are not capable of doing it, then it means that, you know, you suck, you do not meditate. They resign, they even do not start. I heard it from quite a few people. I heard it from a good friend of mine. who wants to meditate, and she has this need. She also heard that in her life situation she should be meditating, and she told me directly, tell me how I can do it, because I cannot switch off thinking. I just can't do it. It's not possible. And then I get like overwhelmed, dissatisfied, disappointed, and I give up and I do not meditate. And she's waiting for this video. She told me it a few days ago. So it's completely normal. Your mind will always try to keep that control. This is what we said in the videos. You're not your mind. Is your mind is predestined? It has learned to do it, and it will always try to control you. Yes, but still you are not your mind. So what can we do? I will give you a few hints that I use myself. I heard them, I saw them. Somebody told me that when I was a kid. Then I wasn't really conscious and aware enough to understand what was being told, even though I heard it 100 times. And there are a lot of people who show you various techniques. Most of them probably do work. You have to also remember that each of us is different. That's true. We are different, and something that works for one person will not work for the other one. It's like that with meditation. It's like that with diet. For example, me personally, in order to stay healthy, I also have diabetes. In order to stay healthy and slim, I need to do interval fasting. I need to have really long breaks and eat, very little in a limited time slot. So I need at least 16 hours break with no eating at all. So I start eating like at around noon. It's my breakfast, and then I feel fine. And there are other people who cannot function without breakfast, and they need to start eat early, and they need to eat some small portions regularly, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so what works for me wouldn't work for most of my friends. I have another friend from Berlin. If she watches this video, she will know it's about her. And she also, she doesn't need to eat very early, but for her it is impossible to start a day when we go for a hike or to do some sightseeing. She needs to eat before that, and I don't need to. I can even start at 4 p.m. or something like that, and my body is happy. So if something works for me, it doesn't necessarily work for her. And the same is with meditation techniques. Some of those things will work for one person, and some of them will not work for them at all. What is important, remember that this is, if you focus on technique, then you're gonna turn your meditation into kind of a routine, ritual, something like those religions, and it's not gonna be the meditation at all. It's because you're gonna build your new ritual, new routine, new identity, and so on, and basically you'll screw it up. Remember, technique is just a tool to achieve your goal. So use it, but do not concentrate on it. And if you want, you can have a look at the various techniques that are available online, but please follow people who are really skilled in this area, not some random weirdos. But in order to check if this technique works for you, it's like with a diet. You are not able to say if something is fine for you after one day. So choose one technique and try it out for at least a week, and then check it out if there is any progress. If there is a progress, it's probably for you. If there is no progress, then choose another technique and try it out. So it's just also a kind of an introduction, and I will tell you what is really important and what, for example, works for me. Yes, so in order to meditate, I would suggest a calm place. It will be told by everyone. Okay, if you're really a professional in this area, you will also be able to meditate also in places which are pretty loud. I do it at the airports or something like that. But start with a relatively calm place. So the best things are actually nature. Because remember, I told you about union, unity. We're all one. We're all one. If you get out of your mind, you get out of the separation. Remember, mind is separation. And then you will know that we're just like one organism. Have you ever watched the Disney movie cartoon Pocahontas, where it was about Amerindians, where Pocahontas was explaining to John Smith that we are all one? Yeah, so people, animals, wind, trees, and so on. We had that song, The Colors of the Wind. Watch Pocahontas once again and listen to that song, because it's so true. So you need to get into the state of union or unity. And as I'm saying, nature is the best place. So like a meadow or garden or park. I'm really jealous, in this positive meaning of that word. I'm really jealous when somebody works, okay, they can work, lives by the sea, a beach, kind of a seashore, water. They are perfect, especially with this, constant humming in the background, the sound of waves. It helps a lot. And water and energy of water, it's the purest power of nature. But sometimes we do not have time to get to some place like that. Or if you live in Manhattan, okay, you can go to Central Park. If you live in New York, but okay, let's say that you're in your apartment. Yes, so just choose a calm place in your apartment. If you have family, think of a moment when your family members are not there or are sleeping or something like that, so that nobody disturbs you. Yes, so we will need to calm down a little bit. Of course, our thoughts will be popping in our head. We will talk about it in a moment. Sit comfortably. Most people meditate in such a position, so kind of lotus position or something like that. Sit just like you, as it's comfortable for you. You can sit on the sofa or on a chair. For example, my father does it because he has a lot of pain in his knees, joints, and so on. So for him, sitting on the floor it's a nightmare, and he would concentrate only on his pain. So sit comfortably. Don't lay down. I know that there are some people or yoga masters who also carry out some kind of guided meditations after the yoga workout or yoga sessions, when people are laying down. Okay, if there is somebody next to you, it's probably possible. But the problem with your body is that when you lay down and you're calm, your body and your brain and mind and the whole you gets this signal, okay, it's time to sleep, and you will fall asleep. Of course, there are also people who fall asleep during meditation. It's also kind of a deep meditation, but we don't want to start with sleeping. So sit comfortably in a calm place. What about music? Some people prefer listening to music while meditating, while the others prefer the silence. Basically, concentrating on the silence, on the sound of silence. Another song. Oh my God, I have so many downloads. It's a very good thing, but also it does not work for everyone. So you can try some kind of a calm music. There are a lot of playlists available on YouTube with some kind of frequencies, meditation music, or Indian bhajans or mantras. It depends also on the place and culture you grew up in. Oh my God, there are so many insects here. For some people who listen to that as kids, you know, this music is calming. For the other ones, it may be too difficult to interpret. Of course, do not listen to, you know, pop songs, rock, rap, and so on. So something calm in the background, it's pretty fine. If you prefer, you know, the silence, it's also fine. And when you're in such a place as we are now at, so you have birds chirping, you have some sounds of nature, as I said, at the seaside, the waves. Yeah, it's also a perfect background. So with it, we try to calm down. Many people start meditation with some kind of a breath exercises. Okay, another thing, ask yourself if it's gonna work for you. If you then can concentrate on such, you know, guided breathing, like, I don't know, breathe in, count to 2, hold and count to 3, and then breathe out, and so on. Of course, counting yourself, it's kind of a difficult thing, but you have some kind of recordings where people tell you breathe in, hold, and then breathe out. I'm sorry, something has bitten me. There are a lot of ants here. Yeah, if it works for you, you can do it. You can do it like that, because then you will kind of, you know, normalize your breath, your breathing. For example, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me at all, because I cannot breathe in the rhythm somebody tells me to. I need to breathe in my own rhythm. And even during some kind of yoga sessions, when somebody tells me hold your breath for, I don't know, something, you know, I can't. I just keep on suffocating. I want to breathe immediately. So you can do it if it works for you. If not, just concentrate on your own rhythm and on your own breath. I always do it at the beginning, especially if I'm you know, kind of stressed. So also hands, you know, it's you know, really clever to put your hands like that with your palms open, so that you can, you know, get some energy. If there is sunshine, you will feel, you know, the sunshine, the sun rays on your palms, on your skin, which will also help us to concentrate on here and now. If you don't want to, you can lay your hands like that, you know, just comfortably. So what I do, for example, maybe it will work for you. I just close my eyes and I breathe pretty loud then, and, you know, I just listen to my own rhythm, and I concentrate only on that, only on the sound of, you know, breathing in and breathing out, like, of course, longer. And when I listen to that, it's one of the impulses I can really concentrate in. And, you know, I am here and now, and this is important in meditation, that you are here and now. You are not somewhere else. You just try to stop thinking about the things that happened during the day, or a week ago, or something that somebody has told you, or about the plans, and so on. Slowly, calmly. I know it's gonna be difficult for a lot of you. Try to concentrate, you know, on your breath, on the sound of breathing in and breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. If you manage even for a few seconds, you know, just to switch off your thinking, your overthinking, and be here and now, it's already your success. It's the first step. When you sit somewhere, concentrate, you know, closing your eyes is a good idea, but you can also look at one thing, you know, like those meditations that the Buddha did with his students when he gave them a flower, and, you know, they were looking only at the flower, talking about the flower, and, you know, merging the object that is being observed and observant, it's another thing, and observer, it's another thing. Let's not get so deep, but, you know, you can light a candle. Lighting a candle is always a good idea, and just look on the flame on this candle, and try to look only and observe only this candle or only this flower. Yes, and, you know, for a moment, just be here and now and look only at this. Don't think about, oh my God, what a beautiful candle. I saw such beautiful candles in that shop, but they were a little bit too expensive. Maybe I will go to Amazon or eBay, and I will. no, thank you. Try to switch it off. I know it may come. So what to do when our thoughts keep on coming to us? It will happen. It will happen like that. Your mind will try to take over this control, to regain this control once again. You know, be conscious. As we said also in the previous videos, that consciousness, being here and now. Acknowledge that they have come. Say or think thank you for coming, and send them back. It's like break, and you will sit, you will concentrate on your breath, or on the candle. You can also, if you sit in such a place, just look at some trees or flowers or grass, and look only there, here and now, here and now. Sometimes when I get distracted, I repeat myself in my own thoughts. I am here and now. I am here and now. Here and now is all I have. I am here and now. Yes, and then I saw a very nice video by Kurt Johnson, and he showed it like with his hands like puppets, and I think it's the best description of what is happening in such moments. But he has a name for his mind. I will not say what name it is, but I will tell you that your mind is gonna be like. I got cut off. The storage of my iPhone was full, and I got cut off. So I will continue the video. So I was talking about your mind and what I learned from Kurt, and I can tell you that in my opinion, your mind is like a Chihuahua or another little dog, always yelling, trying to get your attention. And of course, when you meditate, you will calm down. You will really switch off for a moment, and then your mind, I will show you like Kurt does it, we start. Then you look, okay, I got it, thank you, calm down. You will meditate, concentrating on, on here and now, on your breath, or the music in the background, or the sounds of waves, or birds chirping. Here and now, your mind is like this Chihuahua sleeping here, and then it wakes up and starts. Thank you, calm down. It's normal. At the beginning, it will be just very short time span when you are really not concentrate. Okay, concentrate, not concentrating. When you're really only here and now, and without any additional extra thoughts, this thought race and so on. And it's completely normal. With more practice, getting into yourself, getting inside, getting calmer and calmer, and gaining this peace, those moments when you are here and now and without those thoughts popping will be longer and longer. And it's normal for everybody. Remember, baby steps. No matter what you do in your life, you are not born with all your skills and abilities and so on. We learn everything. We learn languages, we learn to drive, we learn something. And no, it's called baby steps because babies also, they are not like born and they get up next day and, start running a damn marathon. They learn to walk, baby steps, step after step. If you manage to be, to be here and now and calm and without extra thoughts and overthinking and so on for a few seconds, it's your first success. Then you will manage for a minute or two and longer and longer and longer. It's great. Give yourself time. Give yourself time for anything you do in your life. I know that we live in a world, where everything needs to be very fast, when everything is hectic and so on, but it's not how the nature works or how we should function. Slowly give yourself time and don't get angry with yourself if you cannot manage. Just try once again and once again. Every moment when you're calm, when you're not racing, when your thoughts are not racing so much, it's a moment gained. It's something for you. It's something for your whole being, for your body. We need this container. And people who also neglect the body, saying, "Oh, I'm only spiritual, I'm only so and so on." Of course, your inner part is crucial, but you also need to walk through this life, and you need a healthy container. Therefore, take care also of your body, and your body also needs this time off. What I can also suggest, there are also some kind of guided meditations. Some of them are good, some of them not really. I wouldn't base your meditations on them, but they can be a great extra thing. So, for example, morning meditation, just, a few minutes of here and now, and concentrating on the silence or on your breath or something like that. And in the evening, a guided meditation. It's also a good solution. Don't check the time all the time. All the time. You see, we live in such a time-driven world. There are, for example, little candles that burn only for 20 minutes or 15 minutes and so on. You can buy them in some shops, especially yoga shops or online. Light such a candle, and it will tell you how much time it is. Of course, it's nice when you have more time for meditation, but try, I would say about 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening, after waking up and before going to bed, or just, getting ready for the bed, it's the best solution. However, if I have time, I like to meditate longer. But if you do not have so much time, 10 minutes in the morning, it's also very helpful, to start slowly a day, to let your body and your whole being wake up and prepare for the day, not only, live in this hectic. You need a few minutes, a few moments for yourself. So, yes, what else I can say? When you sit in such a place like here, that you're outside or maybe at home by the window, and for example this window is open, if you want to concentrate on here and now, be here and now, you can also close your eyes and focus on the sensations from your body, that your body gets from the outside world. If there is a breeze or a kind of wind, just feel this wind on your skin. Feel this wind on your skin. Feel what kind of, sensation it is. If it is warm or cool or cold or something like that, how your body, how your skin reacts. If there are some rays of sunshine, feel them also on your face, on your arms, on your head, on your skin. Try to focus only on those sensations. And I said it's good then to close your eyes, because too many impulses is too much. So either you look at something and you concentrate on the input you get through your eyes, this flame of a candle or trees here, or flowers or something like that, or close your eyes and get sensations from your skin. Feel yourself being here and now. Feel when you have your hands, for example, on your knees or on your laps, feel the texture of the fabric of your clothing or your own skin, if you have something shorter. Try to feel what you're sitting on. You can concentrate on the ground that is under your bottom or your legs. Yes, if it's grass or sand, or maybe you're sitting on a blanket, just those sensations only here and now, and then they will help you switch off additional thoughts, all that overthinking. And as I said, this overthinking, our Chihuahua will start to yap there in the background. It's normal. It happens to everyone, and it usually persists even in the case of people who have been meditating for many years, when they have kind of a period of time when there is more stress, more dues and so on. It's normal. We have our bear days, we have our worst days. Baby steps. You do it for your soul, for your consciousness, for your whole being. You do it also for your body. just just to calm down. Meditation is not a rocket science, or as I said, something connected to one religion only, or doing weird poses. Of course, if you like to practice yoga as exercises, it's also very healthy for your body and so on. You can combine both, and of course not at the same time. It's rather difficult, if not impossible, so one session after the other. But you don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. Just sit and be here. It is important. Not doing. We said it in the previous videos. Not doing. Doing is mind. Mind is separation. Being. Just be here. You can repeat some kind of affirmations, but not again as a kind of ritual practice. I concentrate only on that and that's all. No, but I sometimes say very silently, calmly, some kind of affirmations. You can also buy meditation affirmations cards or write them yourself. So one of them is I am here and now, or I accept myself the way I am. I love and I am being loved. There are hundreds of them. If I don't forget, I will link them under this video. So I got distracted in the meantime because I had to free some storage on my phone. So I hope I haven't forgotten anything, but I guess it's enough for the start. So thank you a lot for listening to me, and let's start meditating together. Bye.